Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If this is your first time, my name is Shannon. I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you will click the notification bell and hit that subscribe button. I'd love to see you here next time. And if you're coming back, I appreciate you so much. Thanks for being here. So today, this is going to be a continuation on in my collection series, and we are going to be talking about lip liners. We're going to be talking about drugstore lip liners, and I'm just going to run through my collection and let you guys know what liners I love from the drugstore. I am somebody that pretty much lines my lips every time I put on my lippy. I just like the convenience of lining my lips and sort of overdrawing, you know, fake it till you make it. But also, it just makes the next process a little easier, in my opinion, especially if you're going in with a creamy lipstick that may move outside of the lip line. It's nice to have that guard there, if you will. So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna dive right in. I'm not gonna go in any particular order. I'm just gonna tell you what I have and whether or not they are favorites. Actually, no, I'll save favorites. I'll do a separate video for the favorites. So I'll do the top three, drugstore and high-end like I normally do. All right, so the first ones, this is probably a dead giveaway for my next video, but these are the NYX Slide-On Glide-Ons. These are my holy grail. I know this is a dead giveaway, but this is... these are so good, you guys. They're $7.99. They're amazing quality. I love that they're creamy at the start and then they set down. And once they set down, they're not going anywhere. So they're just, the formula is amazing. I hope they never stop making them. Some of these are backups to my favorite shades, but this one here is Sugar Glass. Just a really pretty Your Lips But Better. This one is Bed Rose. Really pretty pink. This one is Red Tape. This is a backup of my Nude Suede Shoes, which is my all-time favorite. This is a backup of Bed Rose. This is my current Nude Suede Shoes, which is why I always have to have a backup on deck. And then this is a backup of Sugar Glass. So as you can see, I really love these. I love certain shades especially, but they are wonderful. Absolutely incredible. I highly recommend them. Please go and check these out if you are in need of a wonderful, affordable lip liner. All right, next up I have some from LA Girl. These three here are just the LA Girl lip liner. They're basic $1.99 lip liners. This is in the shade Smooth Plum. I have the shade Forever, which is my favorite of the three. And then I have the shade Dark Purple. And this is pretty much a pretty good representation of what the color is going to be on the lips. And I love that you have that so you know which one you're pulling without really having to look. This is a great formula for $1.99. I really like these. They're pretty creamy for being a sharpened kind of lip liner. And I would definitely purchase more of these. I think they are great. The other one I have from LA Girl is the Ultimate Intense Stay Auto Liner. So these ones you have to sharpen, and these ones, this one is a mechanical. This one is $4.99, I believe, and these are $1.99. If I had to repurchase, quite honestly, I would purchase the $1.99 ones over these ones here. Not just because they're cheaper, but because I think I prefer this formula over this one. I typically gravitate towards liners that you actually have to sharpen because I find that they do a better job in terms of longevity. Let me know if you guys feel the same way, but in my experience, that's what I have found to be true. All right, I have some from NYX. These are the NYX lip liners. They're basic lip liners. Actually, one is a NYX suede, and then the other one is just their basic liner. These are a little more affordable than the NYX Slide-On Glide-Ons, but if I am being totally honest, you guys, there's a reason I only have two shades of these. I find that these don't necessarily stay in place the way that I expect a lip liner to stay in place. So I would much prefer these slide-ons over these. I have the shade in the suede. I have the shade Kitten Heels because I also have this lipstick. And then this one here is in natural. I do prefer natural over kitten heels because, like I said, these do tend to move around. So I prefer the nude over the red if it's gonna slide around. But yeah, if I had to choose between the suedes and the originals, I would choose the originals over the suedes. The suedes are my least favorite of the NYX lip liners. Next up, I have two from Jordana. These are, again, mechanical liners. I have the shade Sedona Red and Plush Plum. These are nice, you guys. They're very affordable, but they don't stay put like my slide-on glide-ons. So these are probably some that I need to put into like a project pan to kind of force myself to use them up. They're not my favorite. They're not terrible. And like I said, they are very affordable. The pigmentation is great. They're very creamy, but they just don't stick like the NYX ones do, or the LA Girl ones. Next up, I have the Rimmel liners. Look how little these are. You can tell I really like these, and I think they're great affordable options. Again, they're ones that you do have to sharpen. They're a little dry at first. Like when you start to apply it, you really kind of like have to go over it and sort of warm it up. But once you do that, they really are great liners. I find them to stay for a good amount of time, and it's not the exaggerate Rimmel liners that I'm talking about. It is the lasting finish. So I have the shade, they're worn off, so it's gonna be hard to see. I don't even know what this shade is, guys. Oh, Cherry Kiss. And then I have this one in the shade Natural. So I'm really into like Your Lips But Better and berry tones, as you can probably see that. So yeah, I would definitely purchase a couple more of this particular line. The next ones are from Wet n Wild. These are their gel lip liners. Again, these are nice. Not something that I would pick up any more shades of. They're very creamy. I actually prefer these on their own. I mean, the pigmentation is great. I mean, they're very, very creamy. What I like to do with these and how I will get through using these is I like to just apply these all over the lips and then just put a gloss on top. And I find them to be great that way, especially on days that my lips are feeling very dry. I would go in with something like this that has a little bit more moisture to it and then just apply a gloss and call it a day. So while these are affordable, they're not my favorite lip liners, and I do not think I would purchase any more. I know they just recently launched more shades, but I think I'm perfectly happy with the three that I have. And then these ones here are from Essence. Now, Essence liners remind me a lot of the Rimmel liners. I'm not sure which is the more affordable option, but I really do enjoy the Essence ones. I think they have a nice variety of shades, and you do have to sharpen them. They go on similarly to the Rimmel ones where you kind of have to get in there a little bit, but once you get it going, you're good to go. That's one of the Essence ones. I mean, they have decent pigmentation, and it's just a great affordable option to have around, especially if you blow through lip liners. I mean, these are super affordable, and I think they're nice, and I wouldn't mind having a couple more shades. I have a lot to get through, obviously, so unless it's a shade that's totally out of my normal comfort zone, I probably wouldn't purchase another one because I have so many, but they are good, you guys. They are good. So this one is in the shade Soft Berry. This one here is in the shade Cute Pink. And then this one here is my favorite. It's the one that I swatched for you, and this is Satin Mauve, and I just think that that's a really pretty color. And then I have three more that are not, like I don't have duplicates of. These are the L'Oreal Color Riche. I like these, you guys. I like these a lot, actually. They're very similar, in my opinion, to my NYX Slide-On Glide-Ons. I prefer the NYX ones over these because, number one, these are, I think, $2 cheaper than these. But I feel like my NYX ones last a little bit longer. Now, this is a very similar formula where it goes on nice and creamy and then sets down and sort of stays for quite a long time. But these don't stay as well as my NYX ones. So with that being said, I would just repurchase the NYX one, which is pretty much what I've done, obviously, with that pile of liners. And then I have one from Milani. This reminds me a lot of the Jordana ones, where they're really creamy, and the Wet n Wild ones. Any of these sort of twist up formats, in my opinion, they just don't stay as well as the ones that you have to sharpen. So I would not purchase any more of these. I like that I have this sort of vampy option in my collection, but I do need to do a lip declutter of some of these liners, honestly, because in reality, the chances of me finishing all of these is pretty slim, and I do have a lot of repeat sort of shades. I'm just kind of looking down at them. So I'm sure you'll see a future declutter coming up, and that would probably be something that I would put in it. And then the last thing I have is this CoverGirl Anti-Feathering or Farewell Feathering liner. It's just one of those clear liners that's supposed to keep product from sliding outside of the lip line. This is just okay, you guys. I don't like the fact that I can't tell where I've put it because it's clear. So I don't know like where I've gone with this thing. And so I'm not sure how I feel about this format. I feel like just get a liner that you can work with, that's malleable in the beginning and sort of sets down in place, and you essentially have the same effect that you would get out of this. I should try it with a liquid lip with no liner, but I really prefer to put a liner on with my liquid lip, so I don't know. And then I have another bed rose. So I have two backups of bed rose from the NYX Slide-On Glide-Ons. I just found this in my high-end stash. So anyways, you guys, that is my drugstore lip liner collection. I do have these ColourPop lippy sticks here, or the lippies to go. I do not recommend these. I do not care for these personally. I find them to sort of move around, and so these were gifted to me. I am so grateful for the gift, but every time I've tried to use them, they never really stay in place. So I'm adding them. They're not something you can pick up right at the drugstore, which is kind of why I was hesitant to mention them, but I do have them. I will mention them, but it's not one that I would repurchase. So there you have it, you guys. That's it. I'm sure you'll see a declutter coming up soon of my entire collection by category. Once I get done with the category collection videos, I'm going to start a declutter series. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it insightful. If you have any questions on any of these products, just ask me down below. I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with a friend. I would love to see you here next time. And yeah, I will be doing my high-end ones next. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Bye.